Canelo Bivol, man. How's that fight going?
Canelo by knockout, probably 8th round or something like that. Bivol gonna run into some shots and then, Canelo finish him off.
Do you feel like him not taking the 2 fights with PBC at all had to do with the danger of the fight? So it's just business, it's just money.
Business. It's always business.
Canelo announced fighting. He's gonna be fighting Bivol in May. What's your thoughts on that fight?
Canelo's in a position to fight whoever he wants to fight. I think it's going to be a tough fight. He's moving up in weight. He's not that tall, but he's moving up to light heavyweight. He's got the skill set to move up and down in weights, and I think Canelo will find a way to win that fight.
Are you surprised that Canelo turned down $100 million guaranteed dollars plus pay-per-view shares to fight Charlo and Benavidez?
I'm not really surprised. I think he picked the safer route. I think fighting Jamal Charlo and Benavidez back to back in a matter of 4 months. I think that was going to be a tough challenge, and I think he chose the easier route.
Canelo and Bevo.
That's a tough fight. All depends on how the fight goes. If they fight it from the outside, Bibo has a great chance to win the fight. If Canelo smothers him, it's going to make it hard for Bibo.
Another quick one, Canelo and Bevo.
I think it's going to be a tough fight. I want to see how Canelo holds up with the power from Bibo. Bibo has a good right hand. He's a good boxer. He doesn't stay in one spot for too long. But Canelo has a great inside game. I'm not really sure who's going to win that one. I'm expecting Canelo to come out with the victory, but I don't think it's going to be easy by any means.
Bivol. Oh, too much about Bivol. To be honest, I can't really say. But like I said, Canelo's just on top of his game. But it's boxing; anything can happen. So you cannot underestimate nobody.
So you're picking Canelo to win by what?
Decision.
Bivol or Canelo Alvarez?
Well, I think I see Canelo winning. I don't know too much about Bivol. I watched him early on. I don't know. I haven't seen a fight of his as of lately. But I think that Canelo will be too much for him. From what I know, the Bivol that I know.
Canelo, he's the pound for pound right now. So I don't think anybody's gonna beat him for a long time.
Well, thanks, man.
Guys that are sparring in the gym with Bivol right now. I watched Bivol work out a couple of times myself. One thing that is understated about Bivol that no one ever talks about is his studying body punches. Do you think that he can land some body punches on Canelo while Canelo's coming in?
It won't be that easy because he's the much bigger guy, and if he focuses on going to the body, then that means he's going to stay in front of Canelo to try to land those body shots. So I don't even think it's too convenient for him to look for body shots, but because that would favor Canelo, because that'll put him into a position where Canelo could land a little bit faster. I think the smart way to him to do is what he's doing in the gym, fighting smart, staying on the outside, using his reach and those long straight punches.
Canelo versus Bevo.
Canelo's going to dominate him and chew faster like he always does.
Actually, next week we have Canelo.
I think Canelo's got that fight down packed, and I just think no one beats Canelo, not right now.
Canelo versus Bevo.
Canelo.
Okay, Canelo versus Bevo.
That's a hard fight, but I think Canelo takes it.
We got Canelo and Bevo.
I got Canelo. I think Bevo's going to bring it, though. I think for sure Bevo's going to come ready to fight, but I think Canelo's going to end up figuring him out, and I'm not even predicting a knockout on that one. I just think Canelo's going to come out on top.
Canelo versus Bevo.
I got Canelo, man. I got Canelo. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know too much about Bibo. I'm not really a fan of like Ukrainian fighters too much, man. Those guys, they come hard, they fight hard, but it's straightforward, straight backwards. Canelo is a bit underrated offensively and defensively. To me, in my opinion, Canelo probably is the most underrated Mexican fighter ever. I'm not going to speak too much about who he's choosing to fight or whatever the case, because he earned his right. He earned his right to have that going on right now during his career. But for the most part, the great ones want to fight the best fighters.
Absolutely.
The smart ones, you deal with business accordingly. So, I just think Canelo probably going to dog walk. Man.
Then we got Canelo versus Bevo.
Canelo versus who?
Bevo.
Oh, I got Canelo.
Yeah, he went up to heavyweight.
Yeah,
I got Canelo for sure.